Darel?
Well, it's a valley that, as far as I know, has not been visited by a foreign researcher for about 70 years. And I wanted to follow the trail of the Austrian Karakorum expedition. They came from Chitral to Tangier Valley, from Satil to the upper end of Darel Valley in 1958, and found some plants and mostly ground insects. They only exist in Darel Valley. So it seems that Darel Valley is a very special place because it's quite far away from Swat on the western side, from all the green valleys around Gilgit on the eastern side. There's a lot of desert mountains. Then you have green Darel. So this was the reason why I wanted to come and search here to see if I find what, or other things, what the expedition about 67 years ago found here.
And mostly people thinking Darel is a not safe area for the tourists. So, and what you find about the people and culture and about the Darel, is it safe for tourists or what? Can you
Well,
explain?
first, it was unexpectedly difficult to get here. We thought, because there is no official restriction, we thought we can just drive here. We had local friends who would receive us in Rajikot. And then the police said, oh, no, 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 we cannot take the responsibility. Too dangerous if something happens. You need a permit from Gilgit or from high above. So we were very lucky to meet the chief minister of the whole province of Gilgit. And with his help and chief of security for the province, after 2 days, basically, we got the permit to come here. And then, accompanied by policemen on the whole trek, we found out that the rail is completely peaceful and it's the nicest valley we have seen so far. Nearly half the people ask, can you please come for lunch, at least stay for tea, give hospitality a chance, stay with us a bit, stay with us a little bit. Everybody was super kind, helpful. With the help of friends, we even got a hut to stay here on Aath Meadow on 3,000 something meters. So our experience was basically the opposite of the official fears and warnings. It's a very kind, peaceful valley of extremely kind people.
Perfect. You visit Pakistan in 1990s, and after you visit couple of times, and you've been a lot of part of Pakistan. What is difference between Darel and other part of Pakistan? What do you find difference here?
Well, the very specific, let's say, element of Darel Valley is that although it looks lush green and the forest here is extremely beautiful and it should be roaming with insects, with snails, with everything, it is very dry, except obviously for the monsoon season, because all the water which makes Darel different than the other valleys around is the river, or are the rivers. They provide water for the fields, they provide water also for the forest, but for small plants, for insects, as we found out, unfortunately, you really have to come in monsoon season, because before the soil is very dry. It was the first rain last night after several weeks or a month maybe. So let's say the paradise of Darel is depending on the river and on monsoon, but without a river it would look like the other desert valleys further west or further east. So it's a very special environment, and there is hope if I come back that species live here who don't live anywhere else, because it's so isolated from other constantly green areas like Nalta Valley, Astor Valley further east, or Swat Valley further west. So it's a super interesting area for all biologists.
Perfect.
Well, the problem with tourists is tourists have the tendency to destroy what they are looking for. They look for the paradise like here, but they want a road, they want AC accommodation, they want beautiful hotels, etc., etc. But if you build all this here, you will destroy the valley. You will destroy this paradise. So what should happen or could happen if you allow a very limited number of people to come here, but I would not build a road along the river up to here. If you want to come, for example, to Aath Meadow, you should know you have to walk for 4 hours. You should not change the environment here. You should not build a 5-story hotel in here. It should be small huts, and simply not too many people should come here. And they should know it's a hard walk to get up here, but what is important, because I think this does not exist in many other places of Pakistan anymore, that you have such a beautiful valley without ugliness, without ugly buildings, without trash lying around everywhere. It's hard to see trash in these mountains because no people, no tourists are here. So people should be careful to preserve this, because it is really pristine, precious, and once you destroy it, you build ugly hotels, it's gone. So be careful how much of tourism you permit into this area.